I'm Param. I'm talking to a writer, filmmaker and a broadcaster, Anita Barar. Anita's work is largely based on individual stories of immigrants from Indian subcontinent. She's in the middle of her next production, so let's find out what she's up to. Hi Anita.
Hi.
And welcome to All Yours.
Thank you.
So how did your first documentary, Crossing the Line, happened and what is it about?
This documentary I did way back in 2007, I should say, and this is about the stories of our seniors, Indian and Pakistani, who live in here, Sydney, and there are stories that how they crossed the border at the time of partition of India. Yeah. And yes, I'm proud to say that this documentary has been part of various international film festivals as well as conferences on in Asia.
कोहना सियासत तुम ही कहो कि इन बस्तियों में दोस्त हमारे चले गए
कि वो किरपाने सामने ऐसे चमका रहे हैं निकाल के अपने यहाँ से कहाँ से निकाल रहे थे
जो देखा है या बीता है उससे तो हर वक्त याद रहती है कभी कभी तो मन को बड़ा परेशान करती है.
So what is the motivation behind making these documentaries?
I would say that I find that stories are always fascinating and everybody has to say something. It's just that looking for a medium how to bring them out. And sometimes some stories suit fiction, sometimes documentaries. So it's just about finding a medium to express those stories or bring it out. Yeah.
Than you.
What's your point?
That if you love her, go tell her.
So what are you currently working on?
This is a documentary I'm working at the moment, and this is about the story of man's journey to find his grandfather, who actually arrived in 1920. And this is not only journey, I should say. This is fulfilling a promise which he made when he was a young child to his grandmother. So very humanistic story, digging up few facts about our Indians who migrated that early in Australia. So a lot of factors will come out of this. Yeah.
That's really interesting. Can you just share your knowledge regarding that with us?
There were so many things which we actually found out about Indians settled, and and actually I was doing some project on it, tracing histories of our NJEX here for some other project. And especially when I was working on this documentary, we found out about Mr. Bud Singh. And it was amazing to discover that he used to contribute every month, I'm talking 1900 here, just keep that in mind, that £5 every month to Camden Hospital.
Wow.
And he was a life member, and they actually had a plaque made for him, and his name was shining like anything. But then, years later, something happened, and Camden Hospital was renovated. So that plaque got missing. And this particular story, when this man, whose story I'm doing, he was the main force to reinstate that plaque. So that's something very, very good happened. This man was searching for one grandfather and he found few more, I should say.
That's interesting.
And we also found out one great, we came to know about one Anzac whose great grandson is here. So that story also came out somewhere, we found about him also. So I can say working for one documentary, tracing back one history, we found few more. Yes. Yeah, it was really interesting. It's an interesting journey. When you do any documentary, it takes you anywhere. It opens up lots of doors for you. Yeah.
So how do you get your productions, documentaries funded?
The funded is a variable. Like if I talk about my first documentary, yes, it was part funded, and it actually covered everything. There was an art organization who actually provided funding, as Australia Council of Arts and Ministry of New South Wales was Ministry of New South Wales for Art and Culture. And sometimes some projects are self-funded also, like my short films. And sometimes I'm fortunate enough to find some funding for it, I should say.
Being a working female, how difficult was it to follow your passion, your dreams?
I think if you have a passion and if you have a desire to follow it, you will find your own ways. And a lot depends on your external support also, family support. And it wasn't difficult for me, I would say. Yeah. I had a very supportive family, and I had desires to do this, and it's a firm determination that you really want to do it, then you find your ways. Yeah.
Thank you, Anita, for your time, and good luck for your project.
Thank you for having me.